Hey, what's up? This is Paul Murphy. So today I'm going to talk about the difference between paid traffic and free traffic, mainly Google and YouTube, because that's what we use. And obviously it's the two biggest search engines on the planet. So there's lots of misconceptions around paid and free traffic. So I'm going to kind of break it all down for you and explain to you the difference between the two and how you should be approaching this, because they're both really powerful. But what you probably think is that paid traffic is the way forward out of the gate. Okay, and actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to dispel some of those common myths, because actually it's not. And when you understand it, it makes sense. But before, like, if you kind of like go into some sort of program or anything where somebody's trying to get your money, they're not going to tell you most of this, because the reason being is that it's not in their interest to do so. It's in my interest to be open and transparent with everybody and make sure that everybody understands exactly what they're getting into. So that's why I've made this video, right? So I've got this diagram. Now, the first thing here is that you see that one of the biggest common misconceptions is that Facebook is ripe, hanging, ripe fruit, ready for picking, and you can scale to the moon, which is actually true. However, there are some like massive things that people miss. And that Google is low-hanging fruit and you're just picking up the dregs, right? Now, that's a real massive misconception, okay? And I'm going to show you why in a moment as well. So first and foremost, if you are starting a brand new business with Facebook marketing, there are costs involved. Okay, that is not going to be plain sailing. Okay, it might have been 3 or 4 years ago. You might have been able to put an ad up and actually start making money straight away. But what's going to happen is that the first thing you're going to have costs. So the first thing you're going to invest in is probably something like a course, or something where you're learning a brand new system, or you're going into internet marketing, or you may already have an existing business, so you may be ready to just start selling your product. So the first thing you're going to need is also, on top of that, is you're going to need an agency, or you're going to need to buy a course, or you're going to need to learn Facebook marketing. Now, both of these methods take time. There's no fast method. With Google and YouTube, you post up videos. Okay, it's pretty straightforward, it's pretty simple, but it's going to take a bit of time. With Facebook, you build out funnels. Okay, you've got to build out creatives. You've got to build out websites. You've got to build out, like your Shopify. If you've got Shopify, you need a premium theme now, because no one's going to buy from you because they think they're being scammed. You need to hire an agency, but even with your agency, you need to spend a lot of time working with them, because they need all the creatives. They're generally not copywriters, so they're going to need to know all the stuff that you want for your ads. Okay, so they're going to be working closely with you, quite hard, quite long, and it's costly. And your agency, if you get a good enough agency, you could be paying like $2,000 a month, right? So you're going to have all these costs out of the gate. Now, Richard Branson talks about protecting the downside. Now, when you start a business venture, you should know what your costs are up front. And that's protecting the downside. Now, he hired a jet. When he started his airline back, I think it's 1986, 1985, he hired a jet. He hired a jet from Boeing, a 747 passenger airline, for 1 year. And he could give it back at the end of the year, and then basically protect the downside. And that means that he could carry on with his other businesses. He wouldn't be betting the farm. And that meant he was basically, he could not fail, right? Because even if he failed, he could just try something else. He wasn't betting the farm, and failing in business is financial. It's always financial. So, if you're not protecting the downside, you're going to you stand such a big risk of failing. And to give you another example as well, have you ever been in a course or been in a webinar where one of the big top name gurus has said to you, you basically post up a Facebook ad, you get something from AliExpress, which is there's something called drop shipping, where you basically sell a product but you don't actually stock it, you just basically ship it from China straight to the person's house. So you put it up for, you get it from $10 from AliExpress, and you sell it for $20, you pocket $10. So that's right. You do not pocket $10. You've got to pay for your Facebook ads. You've got to pay for your agency. You've got to pay for your Shopify store. You've got to pay for your feed. You've got to pay for all your apps. You've got to pay. It starts to stack up. And the reason that I always recommend starting with free traffic is that you are protecting the downside, and there's a point where your brain kicks in and says enough's enough. Now, it doesn't mean that you necessarily haven't got a long-term budget plan. It doesn't mean that you haven't thought this through. It just means that your brain, there's a subconscious part of your brain that says, this isn't working at a certain point and I need to stop. And when that happens, that is the most powerful. If that kicks in, you can't really override it. Because if you spend $70,000 on a business and you're not making any profit, even if you've got loads of money, if you've got millions, even, you will not there's no way you can override that. You will not be able to say to that part of your brain, shut up. It won't shut up, right? It's going to niggle at you. It's going to keep going. And eventually you're going to quit, go back to your job or whatever and say, oh yeah, okay, this isn't working. And internet marketing doesn't work, and everyone said it wouldn't. Just to give you some perspective on this, 1% of internet marketers are success. So your odds of being a success are, 1%. 99 people out of every 100 fail, completely flat out fail. And only 1% of those become millionaires, right? So you 1% of 1% is your risks. And the only reason that is stacked against you is because nobody explains this to you, okay? You've got to be protecting the downside. There are going to be some costs when you start a business, but they need to be minimal and they need to be manageable, and they need to be something where there's not going to be stacked up costs going on and going forward, right? You need, if you're going to buy a course, that's great, but buy a course and then know that what your costs are involved going forward. And that's protecting the downside. And if you protect the downside, you cannot fail. You're going to spend time on anything that you do. So this over here, you're going to spend time, but you cannot fail. You can only basically move on to the next offer. Now, we do this for affiliate marketing, and we've developed a system now where we actually test out products. We've actually got a sort of plug and play system that we actually use that works every single time. So we've kind of learned the hard way by testing out products. So we actually test out products now and what we recommend is if you're going to go after an affiliate product or if you're going to promote a product using this method, we recommend you going for something that's going to give you an $80 minimum lifetime value, because you only need about 20 clicks a day for you to make $1 million a year. Okay, we're making it, and I'm actually going to put links to other videos that actually show you stats. I'm not going to show you stats in this because I want to show you this. But we're getting this, and we're actually from 5 affiliate products, we're making over $2 million a year, and we're not spending a single penny on anything. So, if you can imagine that, what would that mean to your business? And then what we do is we then take a fraction of that cost and we scale. I'm going to talk about that in just a moment. So I've done this side-by-side case study so you can actually see it visually in front of you, so you can actually see how it works. So on the left, we've got the Google free ads. Okay, so this is Google and YouTube. So when we rank YouTube videos, we do it in such a way, we have a 24-hour ranking system that we basically, and oh, by the way, if you want to actually check out the 24-hour ranking system and find out how it works so you can do it in your business, there's a link below and you'll be able to go and, there's it's about a 1.25 hour masterclass. I actually break it all down for you, so I actually show you how you can do that, and that's completely free. So, because I want you guys to succeed, I don't want you spending, I do want you using money for Facebook ads when it's smart and when it's, when it's sensible, but I don't want you spending money when you don't know what you're doing and you've got to test out products, and that's what this diagram is, right? So, first of all, we use affiliate marketing because the funnels are built, the emails are built, everything's built. We get a commission. Okay, we recommend $80 LTV if you can do affiliate marketing. We recommend you using something that you're passionate about or you know about, or a product you use. Don't try and sell something you don't know anything about. Okay, that's the second thing. And the other one is that we recommend that you a recurring product is really good as well. So something where it's got a recurring commission, because your LTV is going to stack up, right? It's going to go. LTV stands for lifetime value. So basically, as long as you're going to be making $80 at the end of the cycle of that product, then we recommend that's a good product to go after. We go a lot deeper, obviously, on the masterclass, but that's basically how we do that. And then what you do is you get your affiliate product. We use our 24-hour ranking system, which means that we can rank it at the top of Google and YouTube, and so we get double bubble. Short tail competitive keywords in any niche. We do it in affiliate marketing. We do it in internet marketing, right? One of the most competitive niches on the planet, and I go after some of the biggest, hottest products, and I rank them every single time. And so by doing this, it's free. Our daily costs are free. Our yearly costs are free. If you wanted to do this on Facebook out of the gate, brand new business, you're going to be paying, and a decent agency is going to charge you around $2,000 a month. Okay, so the daily cost of that is $66 a day, and then you actually got, before you've even started your business, you're paying someone's salary of $24,000 a year. So if you actually think about it like that, guys, it's quite scary, really, isn't it? And then you've got your ad spend on top of that. This is your agency cost. This is not your ad cost, right? So again, we use free traffic. We don't have a website or anything. We're using YouTube. YouTube's completely free. So everything's free. And then on the right-hand side, your ad spend is going to be, you're going to be spending, for you to test out products on Facebook, you've got to build complex funnels. Okay, you need to basically season your pixel and actually get your audience targeting for conversion. So you need to be spending $5 to $10 a day for 5 days for your pixel to kind of get enough data for that product to know whether it's a winner or not. So each product, you need to test out as well. If you're going to be selling products or affiliate products or anything on Facebook, spending money, you're going to have to test out a load of products before you find your winners. So you're looking at about 30 products now on Facebook. Okay, if any of you run Facebook marketing, you know that, especially with a Shopify store, especially with something like drop shipping where you're testing out different products. So, 20, 30 products. So your minimum daily cost is $750 a day just testing out products, right? And that's $274,000 a year. Quite scary. And then by the time we've done all of this process, we get our winning product. Okay, now our winning product based on $80 LTV with 20 clicks a day from Google. Okay, really high conversion. We get over 50% conversion using something called the Power of Three, which again I talk about that in the live training. Is $356,000 a year, $1,000 basically a day. You just 20 clicks a day. I'll show you how we do it. I'll show you the stats. I'll show you the proof. I'll show you everything. Don't worry. I've got you covered on that. I'll show you exactly what you need to do. But with a winning product on Facebook, who knows what your daily cost is because you don't know how much testing you've had to do. It's going to be a minimum of $420 a day for one product. Okay, so that's $153,000 a year. Okay, and then to get to $1 million a year, you need 3 products. Now, from 5 products, we're now currently making $2 million a year, pure profit. And we haven't even started with ads yet because we haven't got round to it, right? Because we're just basically putting up more and more winning offers on Google. And basically, yes. So when you get down to the bottom here, just to give you, the actual comparison, the reason why most people don't make a profit in the first year is because they've got to spend crazy amounts of money. So, you'll be making $1 million a year if you spend $758,000 on this example. This is kind of taken from stats, and this is what we used to do Facebook marketing. I used to run a Facebook agency. So these are stats. These are realistic stats that we've got, from running the agency. So you do make a $250,000 profit. But this is the bit that they don't tell you, that at some point here, your brain's kicking in and it's overriding your logical thought process. It's saying, well, no, this is how it's all working. This is how it's all laid out for me. Yeah, but you've spent $500,000 and you haven't made any money. Or you've spent $50,000 or even $5,000, $10,000. It might even be a lot lower threshold. There's a point where your brain will kick in. You'll say enough is enough. You'll knock it on the head and you'll go back to what you do. Whereas perhaps success was just around the corner. But having said that, how many people want to risk spending $758,000 before they start making money? Not many, right? It's quite a scary concept. So hopefully that's broken down the difference. Now, I love Facebook marketing because what we can do is once we get a winning product on Google, all we need to do is upload our buyers list to Facebook. Facebook now has all the points it needs to go and find us. It's already tested and proven. We've basically proven it. We know how it works. We know that it converts. It work. It's basically a winning product, and we just give Facebook the data it needs. We don't have to spend money getting that data on Facebook. We've already collected that for free. We give it to Facebook. Okay. So after, say for instance, the first month, we've made ourselves $30,000 in profit. Okay, because we're making $1,000 a day from 20 clicks a day. So after the first month or the second month, maybe we're building out videos in the first month. So the second month we make $30,000 in profit. Okay. So we basically then retarget people who are coming. We basically put a pixel on our pages so that we can basically retarget them anyway. And also quite often, if it's an affiliate product, you don't need to do the retargeting because the vendors do it for you. And basically, as soon as they've hit the page from your link, and the vendor retarget spends the money on the retargeting, you still get the sale for whatever length of period that they've decided that you get it. Quite often it's lifetime. Okay. But we upload a buyers list. We create a lookalike audience off that. Facebook has everything it needs to go and just get you the buyers straight out the gate. You don't have to spend all that money testing. And if it doesn't work, we switch off the ads. Okay, we spend, 5, 10, 20% tops out of our profit. So it's not costing us a penny. Facebook is all free at this stage because it's all clear profit. We're still keeping a big chunk of the profits. We're just doing a little tiny bit of the 5, 10, 20%. And we're only doing it for the first month. And let's just say, for instance, it converted with free traffic. It doesn't convert on Facebook, which is highly unlikely because Facebook's got all the points it needs. We switch it off. We just don't bother. But and we're still massively in profit. And then from every month after that, we're not spending a penny on Facebook. So we're still massively in profit. But if it wins, scale to the moon. Okay? So if it starts converting out of the gate, now we're using paid advertising. Now we're using all of this system to basically generate as much as we want. So when you think about it, right, okay, is it smart to start spending all this money on Facebook advertising to get all the data, or is it smart to actually get all that data for free? Start making money, start making profit, boost your confidence. You don't let that part of the brain kick in that says give up. Or is it sensible to do it this way? Okay, hopefully at this point you've had an aha moment and you're thinking to yourself, oh my God, yeah, I wish someone had pointed this out to me. And hopefully I've caught you before you've even started investing in all these courses that do not tell you this, okay? And some of the top gurus will say sell a product for $20, pocket 10. You do not pocket $10, guys. You never pocket $10, okay? So please, 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 please protect the downside, whatever you do. So, yeah, I've got you covered. Like I said, there's a 1-hour masterclass that you can sign up for. I'm actually going to break the whole system down, show you exactly what you need to do, and actually give you the 24-hour ranking system so you can go away, implement it in your business, and actually start knocking it out of the park with YouTube. And you will be able to go for the highly competitive short tail keywords and rank for them within 24 hours. Free, no upsells, no wizardry, no trickery. 100% white hat, just giving Google and YouTube what they want. So if that's something you're interested in, and I can't see why you wouldn't be, because, and also this is brand new as well, this is blowing everything else out the water. Like, nobody else has figured this out. I figured this out. So just to let you know that, guys, like, this isn't something that you're not going to sign up for a webinar and then you just see some old nonsense that someone else has given you. This is going to be showing you groundbreaking stuff. And actually, Google and YouTube want to rank your videos, right? They want to rank you at the top of Google and YouTube. So just give them what they want. We give them what they want. Okay, no, all white hat. They rank the videos, you make the money. Suddenly you've got a thriving business and you haven't spent an absolute fortune out of the gate. So hopefully you enjoyed that, guys. Yeah, I'll put the link obviously straight below here, and I'll put it on the screen as well if you want to go directly to there. And I look forward to showing you what's possible and showing you how to do this so that you can actually set this up now. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. I'll see you in the next video.